I mean, he's confident in his stuff, and I think he showed that tonight. He was able to kind of work through some errors and some traffic early, and never really looked nervous. Had that confidence the whole time, and I think like I said, we've been seeing that from him for months. So no, I'm not surprised. I think he's only gotten more confident. From his first couple years to this year, I think that's the biggest difference I've noticed from him.
You know Lucella was going to get that to you, or as you approach, you thought it might not be
Off the bat, I wasn't sure. I was trying to take a deep angle to make sure it stayed on the infield myself, and then I saw he got a good jump on it, so I kind of rerouted to the bag, and just the way that the play was developing, I kind of figured he'd go with a glove flip, and was just kind of on my toes for wherever that was going to be. He made a great play.
Was it you awkward an angle as it looked to us?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit, just because he fielded it on the shortstop side, so it was almost kind of behind me. But I mean, like I said, he did the hard part. I just got to catch it and throw.
That you and Buster hit home runs, two guys who won championships here. How significant or relevant is that with this kind of new era team?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Buster's home run was a great way to set the tone early. I don't think our age or experience necessarily have anything to do with it. It just, I mean, from Buster, he has a slow heartbeat. He doesn't really change from regular season to postseason. So I mean, not at all surprised from him being able to pick out a 3-0 pitch and take a good swing at it.
Now, you've been kind of the cornerstone of this team this year as far as success is concerned. You hear the MVP chants out there when you're coming up. What does that mean to you as a player, and just to know that you've had such an incredible season this year? Well,
I mean, it's definitely nice. I think the reason we've won so many games this year, though, is the whole team effort. We saw that performance from Webby tonight. Buster hitting a home run early. And I mean, it goes up and down the lineup, up and down the roster, really. Our bullpen comes in and Rogers gets an easy out. Doval has a 1-2-3 inning. So I mean, it's definitely a full team effort.
This is a rank.
Yeah, I mean, and that was kind of our message going into this series was not to change what we've been doing. Obviously, it worked during the regular season, so it was kind of we're still playing baseball games here. I mean, it's obviously they're big games, and you have a little less leash than maybe you do during the regular season, because if you lose a few games, you're out. But going into every game, I mean, that's kind of our approach, is to keep everything the same that we did all year.
Was it a message that you were delivering as players?
No, just as a team.
You guys expected Tommy to be a pretty big part of your lineup, but he missed out a lot of time with injuries. Do you think tonight just kind of showed what he can bring to your lineup and to your offense when he's
Yeah, definitely. I mean, leading off the bottom of the first with a good at bat, drawing a walk, obviously set up Buster's home run. So that was a great start, and then had I think two more good at bats after that. Hitting the ball hard and kind of spraying it all over, and that's what we expected out of him going into this year.
Any panic memories?
With the glove flip? A little bit, yeah. Just, I mean, the glove flip and kind of the difficulty of the play. Other than that, it was a little bit different. But
You mentioned it's a short series. How important is it to take game one in a series like this?
every game's important. Obviously, it's a good way to set the tone for the series, but we know that we're going to have at least a couple more tough games with these guys.
When you're making that turn, are you focused on arm strength, or are you focused on the transition from glove to hand? Like, how are you getting the ball there so fast?
Initially worried about catching it, and then finding the base, and then I think during that time, at some point, I'm transferring. At this point, I'm not really worried about the transfer or anything like that. It's more just making sure I catch it, making sure we get the out at second base, and then seeing if we have a play kind of out of the corner of my eye with the runner going down the line, and just make a good throw for.
You don't even think arm strength anymore. It's just so natural, right?
No, I mean, yeah, not really. I mean, that was kind of my thought process. Yeah. Make sure you catch it. Make sure you get the out at second. Whatever we can get on top of that is just extra.
You underrate that. That's not an easy throw.
Yeah, I guess I've made it a few times. So.
It's difficult for a righty to hit the home run as
I mean, it's always impressive when you see a righty do that because we don't see it a whole lot. But I mean, with him, picking out a 3-0 pitch, which he doesn't do a whole lot of. He doesn't swing 3-0 a ton, but picking out a good time to do it and putting a good swing on it. He hit the ball well, so I'm not surprised he was able to get it out.
How about just a
couple more guys? He's going to go in. Okay.
Yeah. How about just the whole atmosphere? First playoff game here in 5 years. I mean, it seems like the fans were really excited to.
It was great. I mean, that's what I was kind of accustomed to early on in my career, and really up until last year. So we didn't have many games that were that were this loud during the regular season. So it was definitely nice to hear really from pitch one the fans were great.
Was this reminiscent at all of the playoff years? It's been such a long time.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like in what way? Like, do you feel it defensively?
Just the atmosphere and the crowd getting into it from the first pitch on, and I mean, obviously really exploding when something good happens. They gave Webby a great cheer, a great ovation there at the end. So yeah, I mean, that's what we're used to.